For the last 90 minutes, you've been watching the first US presidential debate of the 2012 campaign. You can see Mitt Romney on stage with his family, Barack Obama with his wife Michelle. They celebrate their 20th wedding anniversary today, the 3rd of October, a day he will remember. This was a day that Mitt Romney had to produce a big performance, and that's exactly what he's done. He came out and attacked the president, questioned his facts on several occasions, and put forward why he would be the better president. But Barack Obama also responded by saying many of the plans that Mitt Romney were putting forward were secret. He wasn't giving details. Perhaps, he said, that is why they are so good, that they are secret. So this was a very interesting debate and certainly sets the tone of the campaign for the next few days.
And let's not understate, this is a very important moment for the campaigns. Mitt Romney needed a reset. He needed the conversation to shift from what a horrible campaign he's run to what a great debate performance he had. And I think in that he probably is going to succeed. In this country, what matters is not just how people at home, the 50 million, 60 million at home who were watching, feel you did. It's how the media feels you did, because they're going to start talking. And so the audience is much broader, the American public, than just the 50 million that tuned in. They're going to tune into the morning shows, the Sunday shows. They are going to hear, I think, repeatedly the consensus, the conventional wisdom is going to be, this was a win for Mitt Romney. Barack Obama seemed to be on his heels for most of the debate. His facts were challenged consistently by Mitt Romney, and he really didn't have any of the key lines of the night. We see them on the stage. This is the moment they all want to look presidential. Mitt Romney, I think, probably pulled that off.
It looked, though, as if Barack Obama seemed to find his stride just in the last few minutes when he could sum up his achievements over the last 4 years. It will be interesting to see what the media makes of this, but as Paddy said, far more interesting to see what the ordinary people watching at home make of it. This was a substantive debate. They got into the details of very important things here in the United States, such as Medicare, such as Social Security, even education. This was what people wanted to hear. But having said that, there was very little detail, particularly from both Barack Obama and Mitt Romney.
And I wanted to bring in Bill Schneider. He's an Al Jazeera political analyst, a longtime watcher of these things. So tell me, am I wrong? Did Mitt Romney win, or did Barack Obama win?
I think it was very close, and I think Barack Obama actually edged Mitt Romney out because he scored some very good points on Medicare, on the Obama health care plan. I thought that he made some good observations that were strong and connected with people. I thought Romney was a tough and aggressive debater, perhaps a little bit too aggressive. A lot of times he was interrupting the moderator, and I think what Obama was doing was speaking to the American people as his audience, not just the debate.
Mitt Romney on several occasions questioned Barack Obama's facts. He did it on healthcare, he did it on tax breaks for companies shipping jobs overseas. This was an aggressive Mitt Romney. He's taken time to prepare for this, and it showed.
And he was very aggressive, and I don't know how that went across with Americans, but I thought on one central issue, the Romney tax cuts, this debate raises a lot of questions, because he said he doesn't support a big tax cut for the wealthy. He's always talked about that he would not raise taxes the way Obama does on the wealthy, and he'd have a tax cut for everybody. Well, what is it? That raises a lot of questions that are going to be investigated, because he seemed to change his tune in this debate.
I think it's important that we bring back where the American public is right now. We're seeing 47%, 49% for either candidate. There's a very small sliver of people who are undecided on this. And I believe the way people watch debates, and again, tell me if I'm wrong on this, I think they watch debates already pretty much thinking, yes, I'm rooting for this candidate. It's like a sports match. You want to root for your team. But that 5%, was this going to be the decisive moment for them? Because I still don't think that they really talked to them about the issues.
No, I do not think it was the decisive moment for that small number of undecided, if they were even watching, because the fact that they're undecided means they're not paying a lot of attention. There was no zinger, there was no line that stood out. I thought Romney had a good line. I'm not sure what it means when he kept talking about trickle-down government. I don't know exactly what that means, but it sounds very damaging when he landed that blow on the president. But I thought the president had a very good criticism of Romney when he said, all your plans sound good, but we don't know the details, and there are too many secret plans going on here. I thought that hit a very responsive chord.
Did Barack Obama miss a few open goals? Because Mitt Romney's vice presidential pick, Paul Ryan, is controversial, and he's got some ideas of what he would like to do with healthcare and Social Security, including scrapping Social Security. But Barack Obama didn't seem to attack Mitt Romney for his pick and what he was suggesting that the Republicans would do in power.
Well, he certainly did criticize Paul Ryan, and I noticed at one point Barack Obama brought up Bill Clinton. He's a hero to a lot of Americans. His image is soaring because it was a way of saying, we know how to make this economy work. We did it under Bill Clinton, and that's what I'm doing. Romney's doing what George Bush is doing. That's a very devastating blow.
But Romney kept hammering the $716 billion that the president would take out of a very sacred program to many Americans, especially the Americans that go to the polls. It's the elderly people, it's health care for the elderly people. It seemed as if the president didn't swipe that away. That message, do you think, is going to stick?
I thought the president missed an opportunity, a good opportunity, because he argues